What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be episode 139, and today we're going to be taking a look at Tesla. All right, so some news came out on Thursday about Tesla, pretty much giving some not so favorable news, and as a result of that, the stock had I would say a somewhat massive pullback, somewhere around like $12. So we're going to take a look at potentially playing it, right? So for this week, obviously coming up. So let's go ahead and get into the summary. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just look at some key levels here in Robinhood. Then we're going to take a look at an analyst who has recently had a review of Tesla. So we're going to take a look at that analyst, and then we're going to hop into an article. That article is just going to explain exactly what's going on with Tesla and why it had that pullback. And then we're going to go ahead and look at Tesla inside of TradingView. And then finally, we're going to look at playing a potential option based on these levels. All right, so we got a jam-packed video for you today, guys. Let's go ahead and get right to it. All right, so as you guys could see here, for the day on Friday, right? Obviously, this is the weekend, the market's closed. Tesla was up 3% for that day, all right? But if we go back to the week, it was down from its high of around roughly, I would say, like 270, 271, I think, if I remember correctly. All right, so somewhere around here, but let's just use this number here. So 269.76, let's say 270. All right, so it got to this point on Thursday, and then it just started doing the electric slide. Boom, 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 coming all the way down. Then we had 2 a.m. in the morning, and then it started to move up. All right, so from here to here, like I said, significant slide, almost like, what is that, 20 bucks, somewhere around there. All right, so the reason for that is some news that came out, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at that as well. So let's go ahead first and take a look at this analyst. So this is the man I want to talk about briefly. His name is Daniel Ives. He's commonly known as Dan Ives. You can see him there. He's got the blue suit on with the floral shirt, looking like he's chilling in Miami or California, somewhere where there's sun. But this guy is highly, highly respected in terms of an analyst for the tech sector. All right, so this guy has been around the block. He was a financial analyst for HBO. He has an MBA in finance. He worked at FBR Capital Markets for 16 years. All right, and his focus was on software and hardware sectors. He's big on tech. All right, we scroll down here. It says Dan is a highly sought after tech expert around the world, has been a keynote speaker across US, Europe, and Asia, and regularly makes television appearances on networks such as CNBC, Bloomberg, BBC, NBC, CBS, ABC, and CNN. All right, so this guy is the man when it comes to tech. All right, and the reason I'm bringing this guy to your attention, one, you need to know who he is. So when you see the name Dan Ives, or you see this company, Wedbush, pay attention. These guys can move tech stocks. All right, this guy in particular. This company too, he works for this company. But this guy, when you see Dan Ives on a tech stock, pay attention. A piece of news article comes out with Dan Ives on it, pay attention. All right. So now let's go ahead and hop into this article that speaks about Tesla and why it's actually dipping down. All right, so here we have the article pulled up. It says here that it came out on July 11th, all right, at around 2:35. And it says Tesla stock plunges 6% as Tesla delays RoboTaxi day. All right, so for you guys that don't know, Tesla has been working on this RoboTaxi. They have two projects that they've been working on. All right, a RoboTaxi and a cheaper version of Tesla, which is going to be the Model 2. And that Model 2 was also going to be the base for the RoboTaxi. So they're coming out with a cheaper version, all right, more accessible to the common man. It's going to be around $25K brand new. and it's going to be small. It's the Model 2, just like BMW. You have the Model 5, the 4, the 3, and then the 2. So they're coming out with a 2 series, pretty much, if you want to look at it that way. All right. Now, this smaller Tesla version, like I said, it's supposed to be cheaper, but their robotaxi that they're working on is supposed to be based on that. All right. What is the robotaxi? It's just like it sounds. You order a cab on your phone on the app, and this car pulls up with no driver and picks you up, takes you to your location, and you're on. Some people like that. If you've taken Uber, sometimes the Uber drivers can be really weird and annoying. And I'm not trying to down the service. Some are real jovial too. Some, they don't know when to shut up. And some know when to shut up. Some don't speak no English. It's kind of complicated. So I guess you would sit inside of this and, it'll play whatever, it'll do whatever you want, take you safely to your destination. And, yeah, that's it. That's the whole concept behind it. All right. So we scroll down here and we take a look at the article. It says, after going on a stratospheric run following better than expected second quarter deliveries, electric vehicle maker Tesla saw its win streak snapped on Thursday. Tesla stock suffered a big decline as reports indicate that the underlying enterprise may delay a much anticipated autonomous vehicle design. Furthermore, the overall business faces credibility concerns due to Elon Musk's penchant for false promises. All right, we know that part is caca, but whatever. So pretty much it goes on to say here that they have delayed the release date of the robotaxi. So the robotaxi was supposed to be unveiled on August 8th, and they have delayed it to October. And then also there's been a delay on the Model 2, which is the EV for $25K. All right. So now we go ahead and we scroll down here, and it goes into, some of the issues with Tesla and Elon Musk and blah, 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 blah. Let's get to this point here. It says Wedbush security analyst Dan Ives stated the following after the news came out. It says, while the knee-jerk reaction will clearly be negative on a delay of August 8 based on the report that just hit, we believe the timing of robotaxis partnerships and the ultimate autonomous AI-driven technologies does not change at all for our bullish Tesla thesis. All right, that's all I wanted to show you guys. I'll go ahead and link the article in the description, and then we're now going to go ahead and hop into TradingView and take a look at some levels that I have mapped out for you guys. So here we have Tesla pulled up in TradingView. It is on the daily. I do apologize about these bunch of lines, guys. I tried to clean it up a little bit without affecting what I'm doing, because I'm actively scalping Tesla as well. So some key pointers here. All right, so we have this high level here of 270. All right, so that's going to be my resistance at around 270. Then we have a lower resistance here of 250. So if it gets to 250 and then bounces down, we're probably going to look at playing it down to probably this level here, this support level, which is going to be around 235. Do I see it happening? Not really. But if it breaks above the 250, then we're looking to ride it all the way up to 270. All right. So let's go ahead and just click on our forecast tool here real quickly. And let's see if we could tap it from here to say potentially about here. Let's see how long it will take. All right, so this is saying it's going to take us about 3 days to get back to 270 if everything goes well. Obviously, if the trend is bullish. All right, so what I would potentially do is take a look at playing a call from, I would say, around this level here all the way up just before it gets to 270. That's how I would play it. So let's go ahead and hop into Robinhood and take a look at call options on Tesla. So the call that I would be looking at on Tesla would be the 250 strike here. All right, it's $740 at this time, but the market is closed now. This is the weekend, so when it opens, it may change. You could potentially look for a pullback. If it meets resistance at that 250 level and pulls back, then I would look to probably get the option at that time, because then it would be cheaper. Obviously, you know, like I said to you guys before, this expires July 19th, which is Friday this coming week, so it's 5 days. Um, Depending on how your working capital looks, you could potentially look at going on further just to give yourself some extra time. But if we're working with this actual strike right now and the actual price, we're going to go ahead and just click on this. All right. So it says here the delta on this is going to be 48, which is pretty decent. The theta is high, which is 78. So that's not the best. We do have 4-digit volume here, 5-digit volume, which is actually massive. So volume on this is 81,000 and open interest is 30. So as you guys can see, this is a key area of interest for a lot of people. All right. Implied volatility is good for Tesla. That's decent. And the other thing I want to point out to you guys, because this 250 is kind of like one of those, you know, like rounded out kind of numbers. I would say that this is probably going to be a psychological level for a lot of people, and that is probably why the volume is so high on this and the open interest is so high on this. So I would definitely look at playing this. Again, if your working capital is good, you probably want to go out a little bit further. All right. But that's it for the video today, guys. I hope you found this information useful. If you did, please consider subscribing. I make new videos like this every day, dropping gems that you could use along your trading journey. Please go ahead and like this video. More importantly, share this video with a family member or a friend. If you are interested in trading alongside me, meaning mirroring my trades, I've established a chat on Instagram. You could join it. It's a paid chat. It's $9.99 a month. It's $4.99 for the first week of the trial, and then after that, it's $9.99 a month. I will post plays that I am going into, plays that I'm speculating on. When I actually get into the play, I'll actually also post the screenshot of the option so you can see exactly what it's doing. All right. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I do appreciate it. Y'all stay safe and have a great week. Peace.